Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of One of Each. I'm your host for this evening, John Shin, and of course, from wherever you guys are tuning in from across the world, I hope you guys are doing well. Just a quick little personal update. I am struggling these days. Mentally, I think we're all struggling to some certain relative extent. But for me, the past few months, just full disclosure, have not been so good. I've been persevering and I've been soldiering on, but it hasn't been easy for me. And to make matters worse, I hurt my shoulder pretty badly playing in a soccer tournament. And to what extent I've hurt it, I'm not sure yet. The doctors will let me know once my scan results have arrived, but it just doesn't look good for now. And that quite bums me. That bums me out quite a bit because I am a very active, outdoorsy person, and I really just my range of motion on my right arm is just pretty much not there right now. So that's pretty sucky. And to make matters worse, on top of that, New York summer heat, whatever you want to call it, summer has arrived here in New York City, and I am absolutely scared out of my life. you know, call me a polar bear, a husky, whatever animal reference you want to use to something in the Arctic. I just cannot live or do well in the heat. It's just something that I just can't deal with. Even if it's the slightest of heat, I can bear it, but my body just goes, whoa, dude, get out of the heat. You know what I mean? And then you guys can tell I'm kind of already in a mess, and my face is glistening. My hair is all over the place. And my face is shiny, actually. My hair is all over the place. I have like little sweat patches on my shirt. It's nasty. It's gross. But I live alone, and I don't want to be sitting here burning through hundreds of dollars of electricity on my own, turning on the air conditioner, unless it's like I'm actually dying from the heat. So it's one of those months where I just don't prefer it, but I'm looking forward to the fall, right? Anyways, enough about talking about gross things. I'm going to get straight into today's guest. Of course, as you can tell by the title of this video, this guest is somebody that's very close to my heart, somebody that's very special. I consider him a big brother, and his name's Adam McKola. The reason why I consider him my big brother is because, first of all, I never had a big brother. I always yearned for a big brother. I have two younger brothers, and I pretty much am the oldest of the three, so I am the big brother, and I've always yearned for somebody older than me, somebody that I can sort of lean on and, be a little bit of a troublemaker and just be a little bit of a fun vibe too, right? Not to say that I can't do that with my younger brothers, but, being the older brother, you kind of want somebody that's, older, looking out for you, right? And I'm not saying that me and Adam McKola spend every day together, but Adam is certainly somebody that always gave me the vibe. If I've ever had an older brother, that's who I want it to be. Adam is somebody that I've admired and looked up to for a very, very long time. And whenever we link up, it's just all pure good vibes and absolutely hashtag immaculate vibes. And I love and respect everything that is Adam McKola. Whether you've consumed him from Full-Time Devil, Stratford Paddock, the kickoff, the old school days of the Football Republic, throwing it back to even the OG Filthy Fella days, the kickoff, wherever you've consumed your Adam McKola fix, you're getting the realest Adam McKola because he is as real as it gets. I've rambled on for too long. My timer here the timer is absolutely red. It's saying, John, you've spoken too much. So I do apologize. We'll get straight into the interview. So I hope you guys enjoyed this conversation. If you guys did, make sure please subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell so you guys are always staying up to date on whenever I'm dropping new stuff. And please, please, please subscribe. Share this video so that your friends and your family can also subscribe to the channel. I'm hoping to hit 10K subscribers on this channel. That's my goal, at least for this summer. I'm going to try. I'm going to keep trying. But anyways, without further ado, here's Adam McKola. All right, Adam. Oh my goodness. First of all, talk to me about the shirt before anything else.
It's a Boston Celtics latest City Edition Tatum shirt. You know me, bro. You've kind of learnt recently that I've got a little thing for basketball jerseys. And actually, that could have been one of my pictures. I'll show you my phone, yeah? Mm-hmm. Like, I showed you the pictures, didn't I? Remember I sent you the screenshot? So I collect basketball jerseys, man. I bloody love them. I got loads of old ones, loads of new ones. But obviously I'm wearing this not only because I'm in Dublin right now.
Okay.
But also because obviously the Boston Celtics beat the Bucks, and it was huge. And Tatum is on fire right now.
That boy is on a madness. It hurts for me to talk about the Celtics, obviously because I'm from New York. But honestly, New York has been nothing short of an embarrassment for the past 10 years, even longer.
To me, bro, I'm a complete neutral. if Bucks won, I would have been wearing my Bucks jersey right now. I'm a complete neutral. I have jerseys from all the teams. I'm just like there was about two. I've collected them gradually, and I've slowly and surely had like five. I don't have a clue about this. What am I doing? So I just started buying like vintage jerseys. I got like a Kobe Bryant rookie year jersey, Shaquille O'Neal one. I got a Larry Bird one, Isaiah Thomas. Like, I just collect all these. Like I love it, man. I
That's
love it.
awesome. I actually have like an old school Tracy McGrady jersey. But I
Ooh.
was gonna put that on because I figured I was like, you know what? I'm pretty sure Adam's gonna pull up in a basketball jersey. I was gonna do that, but I was like, you know what? Let me just let you have the limelight. But again, before I go any further, I just want to thank you for coming on the show. You know, Adam, like I've known you for quite some time now. I think the first time we chatted was like back in
15,
2013, 14. Yeah,
13.
somewhere along those lines. Way too
Whenever
long ago.
was it America or was it before that?
It was before that, and then in America was when
Then
we
we
went
met in
to.
America, right?
Yes, 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 yes. That was
Yeah.
for me that was a huge experience because football, of course, you know, Manchester United has always been something that's been close to my heart. But to be able to chat about Manchester United to people from England, that was like something that I'd never dreamt of. And then when you and I met it up in Chicago at Soldier Field to talk about Manchester United, albeit it was a preseason friendly, but to see you on YouTube and doing your thing, and then for you to come and just you show me so much love. I'll never forget it. That you showed me so much love, and I asked you if we could do an interview, and you didn't hesitate for a split second. That always stuck with
Bro,
me.
you're my family, man. Like I said, like obviously it was before 2015, so you're right. We met in 2015 and we knew each other before. Bro, you've helped us as like obviously I own the channel now, but I did it at that time. But you've always helped us. You've always been there, so I always reciprocate that love. And even like just as a friend, like I met you out in New York when I went out into New York for the fight. Like even just little favors like getting me the jersey that I can't get in the UK and sending it over and going to the Patta store for me. Like who does that shit? Like yeah, you're my boy, man. So yeah, it got nothing but love and respect for you, man.
Hey, man,
And
thank you.
that's why we do this stuff.
Yes, sir. All right. You know what? Let me not take too much of your time. Guys, first of all, if you guys are joining us, thank you so much. This is going to be probably episode like 5 or 6. I hope you guys are enjoying the series. Adam is, of course, somebody that I can't not talk to. I mean, this guy is like my big brother from the UK. So we're going to go straight into the first photo here. All right, Adam. So first photo. Obviously, this looks like a junior Adam. Talk to me a little bit about this.
The reason you told me not to pick football related ones, but I kind of thought our journey has always been football related, and partly I didn't have time to find other ones. But like this one I picked because obviously we met through United. We've done full-time Devils, Stretford, Paddock. Manchester United's a huge part of both of our lives. This picture kind of sums me up as a child. Like obviously I love Power Rangers and things like that. But every Christmas I'd get a football shirt. Every Christmas I'd get something related to Manchester United. We'd be going to games, and like that was how my love for the club started. Like I've got loads of pictures like this of me in United shirts. At school I was that geeky guy that just consistently spoke about Manchester. Like stop talking about Man United, man. Like you know what I mean? Or this guy thinks he's David Beckham or something. Like that stuff happened, and like yeah, that's just. I think that is my childhood right there in a nutshell.
I actually
Just being
wanted to,
obsessed.
yeah, and I actually wanted to ask you about, you know, childhood and growing up as a Manchester United fan, because a lot of overseas fans that obviously aren't from Manchester, they don't know what that feels like. So kind of talk to me a little bit about like what it's like growing up
I'm not
as a
from Manchester.
right,
Let's make that clear.
right.
I'm from Birmingham, which is about 85 miles away,
Hmm.
which is an hour and a half drive. It's not too bad, but I'm not from Manchester. I'm not a local, so I am. You could say we're kind of one of the same. We're people that are from outside of the city that have been attracted to the club through whatever reason. My reason was my dad doing things like this to me, buying me Man United shirts, making me watch the games. You know, bringing me up as a Manchester United fan. That's how I think. Like okay, yourself would have been maybe a little bit different. You grown up in the States, so maybe there wasn't a football culture for you to kind of, have. I don't know how you got the love for it, but I'm assuming it wasn't from your parents,
Of course,
right?
yeah.
Yeah, but now your children will support Manchester United because of you, right?
Exactly.
And that's how my relationship is. Like, I follow the club because of my dad, and my children will follow the club because of me. And like, although I'm not from Manchester, it's very similar to how everybody else kind of just, follows the club. And I think that relationship with my dad as well, this is quite deep actually. Like, my mum and dad broke up probably a year or two after that picture. And like my mum and dad were always cool, and my dad was always in my life, so this isn't like a sob story. But one of the things that kept us connected was going to football. Like, being a kid and having a dad that, obviously age gap's huge, you see each other on the weekends. How can you bond? Like, you know what I mean? Like, and football was something that we bonded over, going to games and watching, even just not going to games and watching it, talking about it, playing FIFA. Like, that was how me and my dad bonded. So yeah, man.
The only reason why I asked is because I asked Andy Tate the same question, and I'm not sure how big of an age difference Andy and we have, but Andy was more so like, yeah, I grew up like around the block. I'm from Manchester, so most of the people were just kind of Manchester United fans, and it wasn't that big of a difference. But I guess I the reason why I asked is because I knew you weren't from the city of Manchester. So was that tougher on you? Like, was that like this idea of like, oh, you support Manchester United, I'm gonna bully you? Was there anything like that?
Manchester United were a very successful club. Let's not be real. And because of that, a lot of my friends in school supported my best friend supported Manchester United. But in my class, we also had Aston Villa fans, Birmingham City fans,
Right.
There was quite a lot of Arsenal fans, and there were also a lot of Liverpool fans. And that was just it. So no one really criticised you. And plus, because I went to games, like, the thing you'd get thrown at you is, oh, you're an armchair fan or you're plastic or whatever.
Yeah.
No one could throw that at me because I'd be that geeky boy bringing in ticket stubs to class, like, oh, here's a ticket stub from a game I went to on the weekend. So no one could really throw that at me. So yeah, I kind of dodged that stuff.
Do you remember the first game you went to?
It was against Sheffield Wednesday when I was it was like 94, 95 season. I think we won 2-0. Yeah, it was against Sheffield Wednesday. I can remember it because I've got pictures of it. So I don't know whether my memories are because of the pictures, but I can vividly remember, like, looking through the people and seeing the ground. One of my earliest memories of a game, like being at a game, I can vividly. This was later, so I'd been to a lot of games after that. But like, there was a game in 2000. Opening game of the season against Newcastle, Andy Cole and Ronnie Johnson score. I can remember that very clearly. I can remember us going out of the cup against York City and being heartbroken. Like, just stupid shit, but like, yeah, like against Sheffield Wednesday was my first game when I was like 5, 6.
Cool. You mentioned, moving through the crowd and seeing the ground for the first time. I had that experience in 2017 when, you and, shout out producer Chris, but you and producer Chris and the guys that, got me tickets to go to Old Trafford, and I walked through those steps. That feeling was something that I'll never forget. I mean,
it never goes away, bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
Even still, I get that. Like, it's special, man. Like, that's one of the things, like, like, we're crap right now, but it's special. I'll never lose sight of the fact that I am able to go to games. And I'm not going to lie here. You know that trip when I met you in America? Mm-hmm. Beforehand, maybe I had an impression of foreign fans as, they're not the same as us or whatever, yeah. But when I got out there, bro, I was so wrong. Like, I was so wrong. And I think going out to places like America, India, Singapore, Australia, and seeing how people love the club and they're just exactly the same as us. I remember going into a pub it may have been Chicago, but it may have been Seattle. I can't remember. It may have been both. But I remember going into pubs there and just seeing people singing, and it was like I was around the corner from Old Trafford in Manchester, you know what I mean? It wasn't like the only difference was their accents.
Yeah.
So yeah, my impression of fans and what they do around the world in terms of, bro, sometimes I watch UFC or boxing at 3 a.m. It could be the greatest fight in the world. I will fall asleep Like, some of you guys have to watch the worst football from a Manchester United team at like 4 a.m. It's
Yeah.
like, that's a slug. That's a slug, man. You gotta rate it.
For sure. For sure. All right, let's move on to the next photo here. All right,
Crazy.
this one I remember watching on YouTube thinking, "Oh my days." Talk to us, walk us through this a bit.
So the way this came about was me and Steve had met Cantona maybe 6 months before that. I may have the timeline wrong, but we had met Cantona briefly before that, and we had gone to see him in Manchester at like a, you know, when they have a book tour and they sit on stage answering questions and all that. And then after that, me and Steve went for a drink, and Eric Cantona walks past us while we're having a drink.
Wow.
So we're like, oh my God, there's Eric Cantona. We all like jump up and go to chat to him. And instead of just taking a picture with us and telling us to do one, this guy stood there for half an hour just listening to us and talking to us. And like, I hugged him about 5 times. I kept telling him I love him. Like, you know, Steve was showing him things on his, like, and this guy just not only tolerated us, but I feel like he didn't, but he embraced us and he enjoyed being around us. And that day we got an email address from him.
Wow.
And then he created an Instagram account and he followed Full Time Devils on Instagram, but he only followed like 12 people. Yeah. So we were like one of Jesus's disciples or something. It was like, what the hell's going on? Cantona follows us. So then we DM'd him saying, Eric, first of all, it was like, I love you. And he'd like reply back with thumbs up and things like that and stuff like that. And then it was like, can we interview you? And he said yes. And it was remarkable because he said yes. And he came to Manchester. I remember he was releasing a book. So there was a reason why he wanted to do it. But he only did an interview with 3 people. And those people were the BBC, The Guardian, and us. And it was like, we shouldn't be here, but we are. And Eric Cantona wants us to be here. And on that day, so you can see us there, I've got a Guinness, he's got wine, Steve's got a beer. So we've been told we've got 20 minutes. Get in, film the video, get out. Your video is probably going to be about 10, 15 minutes. Mm-hmm. As we've arrived, Eric's come into the room. He's remembered us, he shook our hands, he said hello. And he said, do you mind if I just have my food and have a drink and relax because I'm a bit tired? And me and Steve were like, mate, you can do what you want. I'll wait for you however long you want me to wait, I'll wait. And so in the end, he ends up sitting down eating. And then we're having a Guinness and wine and beer together. And in the end, it just becomes this thing that is just even better than what we expected it to be. Right. And then we do the video. And it was just amazing, man. And my nerves were taking over. It was... Because with Cantona, when he speaks, yeah, you never know when he's finished.
Right.
Because when the way he speaks is, he'll pause and think. And I'm excited. So I'm like, I don't know where to speak and where not to speak. But he was so cool, man. He was just amazing with us. And yeah, I think my first ever interview with a Man United player was Andy Cole and Brian Robson. And that was a dream. But this was something else, man. Because Cantona was my God. I remember saying to my dad on the day, so when my mom and dad split up, I would go and visit my dad. And I remember sitting in my dad's flat. I think it was Trevor McDonald saying that Eric Cantona is retired. And me saying to my dad, what does retired mean? And him telling me, and I'm then crying like, what the hell? So like from that to this, like it was just something else, man. So yeah, Eric Cantona, he means a lot to me, and I'll never be more grateful. I don't think he realizes like the effect he's had on even me, Steve. Like it's incredible.
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, in that photo, you see Steve's holding his iPad, and there is a little bit of a throwback picture there. He has the old Full Time Devils logo in there. Can we talk a little bit about that? Because during your stint at Full Time Devils, you've worked with countless football players. You've interviewed.
Can I just say,
yeah,
Full-Time Devils still exists. It's
Yes,
just named something else.
there we go. We have to get that clip in there. Yeah, for sure. But you've interviewed so many people since you started Full Time Devils, and I remember. I think if I'm not mistaken, I think it was not that too long ago. Maybe just before the pandemic. You also got to meet Jason Park.
Yep. I played against him. Yeah, so that day when I interviewed him, we played on the pitch together at Old Trafford, and it was like a team of influencers. I hate that word, so let me put that in bracket. And yeah, we played in a team against Wes Brown and Park Ji-sung. And funny story, I injured him. Like, like I went in for a tackle with Park Ji-sung. I won the ball, yeah. But this shows you how serious he was taking it. But then, like, I accidentally caught him, and he went off immediately after. And I was like, oh no, what have I done to Park? But yeah, like that was just another phenomenal experience, man.
Wow, that's amazing.
And Park G's the greatest Asian player of all time.
Yes, sir.
And and I don't just mean Asia, like, you know, the Far East. I mean, just the whole of Asia. It's a big motherfucking place. Like, he is the greatest. Forget Son. I know you love Son too, but he ain't got nothing on Park G.
Yeah, I have to include this here. Maybe you can speak about it a little bit too, Adam. I think as much as we all love Sonny because he scores goals and he's considered world class.
Don't say we. I don't love Sonny.
As long as my people love Sonny because he's world class and whatnot. I think at the end of the day, nobody can. Well, as of right now, from an Asian footballer perspective, nobody has really topped the level of success that Park Ji-sung has.
I think even when you look at, forget what he did at Manchester United, which obviously was great, but look at what he did at PSV. You know, he got them to, I think, semi-finals, Champions League. He was nominated for the UEFA Forward of the Year at PSV. At PSV, the only reason people overlook him so much, let's be real, is because he's Asian. Like, you know, I feel he would be held in a bit of a higher regard if he was from a bit more of a sexier footballing nation, let's say.
Sure.
You know what I mean by that, right?
Of course I do, exactly.
Like, let's say he's Dutch or he's French or his people are going to rate him a little bit higher, which shouldn't be the case, but it was. And it is.
If he was Van der Park, it would have been different.
Yeah.
All right. Well, before we move on, I just wanted to say, Adam, if I'm going to put this on the video, if there's ever another opportunity for you to meet Ji-sung Park,
you're there.
Please tell me. I will be your production assistant. I'll bring you coffee. I'll bring you all you need. Please, let me just be in the same room.
Bro, the next time we get that opportunity, you're interviewing him.
Yes.
Let me tell you that.
All right, cool. All right, we're gonna move on to our last photo here. Okay, Adam, this one is the perfect way to end it because first of all, Fellaini's in there, and it looks like there's a variation of Jay on the left there. But talk to me a little bit about this one because this one went pretty viral.
So this picture is at Crystal Palace after Fellaini scored under Van Gaal to seal fourth spot for Man United, which kind of sums up how the last 9 years have gone for us. But yeah, I jumped on the pitch and celebrated with the players, and there were some great pictures from it, like this. Now, it's such a shame that in years gone by, if I did this, I would have been celebrating with like Van Nistelrooy, Scholes and Beckham. But somehow, I get the short straw and I'm celebrating with Fellaini and Ashley Young. But it is still one of my favourite pictures. And the reason why is because of the man that you can barely see, who is Radamel Falcao. Mm-hmm. And I love that guy. But also, when I see this picture, it is me celebrating with Manchester United players. And jokes aside, it still doesn't look real to me. It doesn't look real to me. Like that should, like, I shouldn't be in that picture. Like, it doesn't look real to me. It's just incredible. Like, I love it. And yeah, I don't know. Like, I suppose in a way.
Can you walk me through how this happened? I don't remember how it happened.
Okay.
But can you walk me through how you ended up on the pitch? What happened afterwards?
The ball comes in, Fellaini scores, right? Mm-hmm. He runs over to me. Now, what happened was a load of United fans. So the gate in front of us was one steward, and he was standing there, and United fans were joking to him, saying, if Fellaini scores, we're on the pitch, right? I say joking, it happened. So we were saying that to him, and then United scored, and the gate bust open. A few United fans ran on to celebrate, and it felt like an hour, but it was probably 30, like 5-10 seconds, right? And in that 5-10 seconds, I'm arguing with myself: do I jump on the pitch? Do I not jump on the pitch? What do I do here? Like, and then I just thought, oh fuck it, stepped over the photographer and jumped in, and then I've celebrated. I've seen Ashley Young come running towards me, Fellaini come there, Falcao's here, and I've high-fived Falcao, and I said to him, don't leave. That's what I said to him.
You doing agent work on the pitch?
I said, don't leave me. And he high-fived me, so I took that as a binding agreement. And then it was just mental. And then I just thought, okay, now, oh my God, I'm going to get caught. So I ran and jumped into the stands and kind of just sat down and pretended it never happened. And then as I was leaving the stadium, my mentions were going on fire, like everything was going mad. And that was because Manchester United had put this picture right here on the official website, on the homepage. Like, as you went onto it, that was the picture. And then they must have got like wind of the fact that this guy is a YouTuber, this isn't a good look, and removed it. But like, I've got the screenshot at home of me on the Man United official website, like that picture. Like, so yeah, I shit myself after that because I thought, am I gonna get a ban from grounds? Am I gonna, like those potential things ran through my head. And then, interestingly enough, do you remember when Matic scored at Crystal Palace?
Yes, the screamer.
I'm in those pictures celebrating as well. So
Wow.
It's something about Crystal Palace.
Something about Palace. Yeah, but this picture is such an emotional roller coaster because, like you mentioned, it's not your Van Nistelrooy, Paul Scholes, Wayne Rooney, Ryan Giggs. It's not those guys. It's Fellaini and Young. But it kind of speaks volumes as to where we are right now at the state of our club.
But you know what as well, bro? I know a joke. It doesn't matter. Like, bro, you know what it's like. Like, even if I meet Chris Smalling or Darren Gibson, it's like, you guys are, I know I may have called you rubbish or may have, I may not think you're good enough or I may not, but you play for Man United, man. Like, you're my heroes, isn't it? Like,
right.
Whether I think you're good enough or not, like, I want you like to win and I love you, like, and that's the same, like, even though it is Fellaini, Young, and like, I love Falcao, but I don't really care, like, as long as the shirt is the same, innit? Like, right. We're gonna be there, so. Yeah, man. I wish it was Beckham and Giggs and Scholes, but it's all right.
Sure, exactly. The quality, the standards might have some might say the standards might have arguably dropped, but over the years since Sir Alex Ferguson's retired, I think nobody can deny that there are and there have been and still are players that might not be the Scholes and Giggs of our generation, but they still fight for the badge like there's no tomorrow. I think nobody can.
Maybe not at the moment, but there are a few that have gone by.
Sure, right.
Not at the moment.
Okay, so then I guess we can move to that point. What do you think of the state of the squad now? Of course, with Eric Ten Hag coming in and shaking things up. Richard Arnold also looking like there's lots of changes going on at Manchester United. Do you feel even more optimistic?
To be honest, we're all just pessimistic at the moment because of the season we're in, right?
Right.
But I am an eternal optimist, and I will always say 21 is coming, and I will always say we're winning the league. And part of me hopes that this is the beginning of the real change that we need to have. But this current squad, it feels weird that we are now saying it's not good enough when literally 8 months ago, me included, was saying we could challenge for the league. So a lot's gone wrong. We just need a coach change, man. We need a coach change. I feel like rewarding contracts to players that don't necessarily deserve it, big contracts, like not really necessarily challenging for trophies. Everyone seeming to think, yeah, we're okay to just bob along like this. I think we've set a culture where Do you remember when we used to laugh at Arsenal for being happy with fourth? And I think that's where we currently are. We've built that culture, and we need to allow the next manager to change that.
Yeah, for sure. I guess we can end it on this. And I've been asking a couple of the people that I've been talking to, will Manchester United ever return to winning ways?
Yes. Bro, let's take our emotions out of this, yeah? Forget the fact that we are both Manchester United fans that are emotionally invested in wanting us to do well. So therefore, we will always go, we're never going to win. You know, we'll always have that pessimism to us, right? If Real Madrid didn't win the league for this long or weren't doing well, as people, would think eventually they're going to get back to where they're supposed to be. You throw enough money at it, you know, you attract the right people, you'll get there. AC Milan are about to win the league. Do you know what I mean? Like, Manchester United have the foundations, have the finances to be successful. It's just about getting it right. Now, with the owners that we currently have, it makes you doubt whether it will happen. But I believe eventually it will happen again. But we've been so spoilt, man. And football works in cycles, doesn't it? Our cycle will come again.
No, that's a perfect place to end it at. Adam, I was expecting a little bit more like, we're fucked, man. This is shit. But okay.
Nah, man. Right now, in my brain, I know we got one game left. The season's over, man. So I am in pre-season positive vibes only right now.
Yeah, I like that.
21 is coming.
Yes, sir.
4 is coming. Everyone else can shut up. But yeah, it's really bad, bro. It's really, really bad.
Oh, man. Adam, I just wanted to take this moment again to thank you so much. I know you're probably busy in Dublin right now doing your work and whatnot, but anything exciting for you going on?
So I'm here for the UK and Ireland poker tour. So I'm in the main event on Friday. I've been playing a few other tournaments. I'm relatively new to poker, but I'm loving it. And I get opportunities like this, so it's amazing.
I see you doing your thing on the kickoff. I see you doing your thing. There you go.
Yeah, man. It's great. Like, I got to shout out Brian, Loz, and that. They're giving us great opportunities, man.
For sure. For sure.
It's amazing. And now even like, just like, obviously now we bought Paddock over the last, like, from COVID, and that's ours. And, you know, me, Steve, Jay, Joe, building that again and getting it back to where it should be. It's good times, man. Can't wait till you're down, bro.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And you guys, and you know, if there's anything you guys from the paddock, if you guys need anything from an American here in New York, you know I'm there.
Always, bro. Always.
All right.
And as soon as Part G's in, you're in.
Yes, sir. We're gonna speak that into existence.
Yeah, we have to.
All right, cool. Adam, thank you so much. In case there's somebody out there that doesn't know where to find you, where do you think they can come get you?
Stretford Paddock or search Adam McKola. But make sure you're subscribing to the boy John Shin's channel, most importantly, because this guy deserves it, man. He's making great content. I don't even make good videos like this. You know what I mean? So give him some support and show him some love, man.
All right. Awesome. Thank you so much, Adam.
Love you, bro.